I heard Chuck Lamandry say that a number of people say that they can't win. If I know my history, that's what George III said about George Washington, and look what happened to him. In making this new effort, this unprecedented legal effort on behalf of the Department of California, American Legion, it could not be done without the solidarity and support shown by the Alliance Defense Fund. We are grateful to them, we are honored to work with them, and we are gratified to know that there are people like those in the Alliance Defense Fund who will come to the aid of veterans and stand with us in making this fight. And I am proud to introduce their principal representative to us, Joe and Franco, Vice President.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests and veterans, the Alliance Defense Fund is a legal alliance defending the right of all Americans to hear and speak the truth. And we are honored to align with the American Legion of California in defense of the liberties of our nation's honored military dead, men and women who sacrificed more than anyone to secure and protect these liberties for their fellow citizens. For most of these faithful stewards of freedom, the words God and country were more than an empty cliche. These terms symbolized the purest seeds of their courage, their deepest reasons for risking so much on behalf of so many. The religious emblems that adorn the memorial monuments all over America offer eloquent testimony to these soldiers' belief in a higher calling and a duty higher than self-preservation. Their confidence in laying down their lives to their fellow Americans was based in large part to their trusting their fate to a wise and loving God. The country that they fought for and in many cases died for is itself a worldwide symbol of the holiness of human freedoms, the right to pray, the right to speak, the right to express one's soul without fear of censorship. When we take away that freedom by stripping from these monuments the cherished expressions of these Americans' most enduring beliefs, we rob them even in death. We eradicate their legacy and silence the heartfelt tributes of those who cherish the memory of these lives with deepest love and respect. Somehow the ACLU sees the religious symbols that adorn these monuments as a profound threat to the freedoms of our nation. They are not. The greatest threat to our nation comes from those who would eliminate every trace of individual faith and obliterate from our public life the simplest expression of the religious ideals that are instrumental to the infrastructure of this country. The ideals that gave us our greatest appreciation for the freedoms that the ACLU and other organizations claim to protect. The ACLU and affiliated groups are now on a search and destroy mission to remove memorial symbols, to remove religious representations from memorial symbols. Beginning today, the Alliance Defense Fund, with over 850 attorneys nationwide, is initiating with the American Legion of California a search and protect mission. We are instituting this mission so that these violations will not occur again. Within the next few days, the Alliance Defense Fund will be filing a friend of the court brief on behalf of the American Legion, State of California, to supplement the wonderful work of Chuck Lamandry, an allied attorney, and just a spectacular man. We owe so much to the effort that Chuck has made. We invite all Legion members, veterans, and concerned citizens to join us as we work to identify and legally protect California's war memorials. We want to do everything in our power to ensure that the disgraceful events that have violated the quiet sanctity of Mount Soledad will not be repeated anywhere in this state or across this nation. Ladies and gentlemen, in the military graves lies the remains of those who understood what is required to protect freedom. Let's honor them by protecting the liberties they sacrificed so much to save. Let them rest in peace. Let their legacies endure. Let their faith find its own resting place in hallowed grounds, and offer its silent testimony to those who come here with their griefs, their tribute, and their eternal gratitude. Thank you.
I want to acknowledge, before we close, those who've assisted us. One, George Keeler, Commander of Post 426 from New York State. George, thank you for being here. I understand, George, the New York State stands behind the state of California in this effort. Is that right, George?
100%.
100%.
Correct.
I want to acknowledge B. Wagon, the past president of District 22, the American Legion Auxiliary. B, thank you. I also want to acknowledge Jeff Janowicz from Michigan, member of the American Legion, and an active duty Marine. We're going to close paying honor and respect to those who are represented by this monument. And you've heard it said of the deaths, the lives given in defense of our country. There's also another thing to recall. There's at least 8,177 missing in action soldiers, sailors, Marines, Coast Guard, and Air Force. This is their monument too. This is their headstone, because they're not here to put it up themselves. And it is an absolute disgrace that any individual would be so intolerant and have so little respect for what others hold sacred as to bring legal challenges to say you must destroy it. And then we have judges who want to create desecration by amputation by saying I'll take a part of it away because it offends me as I sit here in my robes like a feudal lord. As the people who have served, as the people who revere our founders of our nation, but also of our organization, the American Legion, founded in 1919 under the creed for God and country. Today, the American Legion, Department of California, fulfills that creed of for God and country by saying, again, to every atheist, every agnostic, every mincing, self-righteous, secular cleansing lawyer for the ACLU, we are going to fight you and we are going to win. I'd ask all those in uniform, everybody face the flag, please. Those in uniform, please salute. Commander Alvarez, and then we'll have the taps.
Stand up. Right hand salute.
Thank you for being here.